Hey YouTube, how you doing? So, like me, you might be waking up in the morning, checking your blockfolio or checking your coins and feeling like these guys here. A lot of stuff's going up now, getting good percentage returns every day. But if you look in a little bit more detail, there's a certain type of coin going up a lot faster than all the other coins. And do you know what type of coin that is? The privacy coins. Dash, Monero, Zcoin, and there's probably a good reason that they're moving up faster than most other coins at the moment. So the IRS and Coinbase have been in a bit of a court battle recently. The IRS are asking for user account details to see if people have paid tax on all these gains that they've made. And it's been announced recently that Coinbase is likely to lose the battle to not give up these details. So the problem with a Coinbase account is it kind of removes the anonymity of the crypto space. When you've got a Coinbase account, you have to provide loads of ID, which connects you to the Bitcoin wallet on the Coinbase account. And then once you start sending those coins out of that Coinbase account, if you know how to use a block explorer like blockchain.info, you can easily trace where this goes and see what else is on these wallets. So look, here's the problem. Only 802 people in America have paid tax on Bitcoin profits.
I think what everyone wants to know now is, what are you going to do with all this money?
I'm going to reinvest my money into the community.
Oh, that's a very nice gesture. What were you...
The internet is now littered with people showing off how much money they've made. We all know that more than 802 people have made profits in this space. And what do most newcomers to the space do? They open up a Coinbase account, they provide their ID, they think they're completely anonymous, but they're not. So here's a quote from Satoshi Nakamoto about how to be private in Bitcoin. And it says, the possibility to be anonymous or pseudonymous relies on you not revealing any identifying information about yourself in connection with the Bitcoin addresses you use. If you post your Bitcoin address on the web, then you're associating that address and any transactions with it with the name that you posted under. If you posted under a handle that you haven't associated with your real identity, then you're still pseudonymous. For greater privacy, it's best to use Bitcoin addresses only once. So what Satoshi's saying here is he designed the system so that you can create an endless amount of Bitcoin addresses. You use that address once, send the funds out of it, and then use another one moving forward. Now what we know is people aren't doing this. People normally have one Bitcoin address and they're using it very long term now. They're holding it as a bank account or a current account and just storing into that one single place. So this brings me back to the privacy coins. Monero, Dash, Zcoin, and there's a lot of other ones out there as well. So what makes these ones different to Bitcoin and how the Bitcoin transactions are seen? So on Monero's website, it explains how a transaction works and why it's different. It says here, Monero uses 3 different privacy technologies: ring signatures, ring confidential transactions, and stealth addresses. These hide the sender, amount, and receiver in the transaction respectively. All transactions on the network are private by mandate. There is no way to accidentally send a transparent transaction. This feature is exclusive to Monero. You do not need to trust anyone else with your privacy. Dash offers a slightly different privacy function. It's a thing called coin mixing, and then all the other privacy coins have their own little version of being ultra private in comparison to Bitcoin. Now that the IRS is tracking stuff like Bitcoin transactions, there seems to be a move in the market into these privacy coins for a higher level of privacy. I'm not suggesting that you don't pay tax. I would suggest that you do pay tax. There's a lot of money to be made in this space. If you're going to turn £10,000 into £1 million, you want to be able to use that money legitimately. You want to be able to go and buy a house with it. And it's not like you had to slave your guts out to get it. The space is rising rapidly. A lot of money is being made. And until we've got a complete crypto system, you're going to have to interact with the fiat system. And any exchange that you're buying your coins from now, in the end, the same thing that's happening to Coinbase will happen to those exchanges. Your records will be brought out, your details will be shown, and you will have to go through a lot of problems and paperwork and drama dealing with these tax organizations. Another thing I wanted to touch on today was the imminent entry of Wall Street into this market. So we've got the futures contract coming in mid-December, and this is going to be the first legitimate vehicle that Wall Street have had to be able to get exposure to the Bitcoin price. So what this will end up meaning is it will mean a massive flow of money coming in, the real money. Up until now, it's just been private individuals. Even if you hear about people in Wall Street investing in it, it's a really small amount of people. So it's going to start with a Bitcoin futures contract, but then you'll see Ethereum futures contracts, Litecoin futures contracts, Dash futures contracts, until you start seeing coins that are 300 on the list at coinmarketcap.com having futures contracts. I think that 2018 is going to be an excessive year for this space. If we think that 2017 has been a boom in this industry, I think next year is going to really put 2017 to shame. I think we'll start to see the beginning of a speculative boom kicking in, the herd running into this space and throwing money at whatever they can. Here's an article from Bloomberg. Wealth managers are being inundated with calls about Bitcoin. It's starting to get serious out there. People are FOMOing. Big investors are FOMOing about this space. So this is something to really keep an eye on now. Watch the money flow in. We're at $250 billion market cap for all the coins combined at the moment. Next year we could easily hit the trillion. No problem with this Wall Street move coming into the market. Here's a bit of fun crypto history for you. This is a website called Wayback Machine, and it takes snapshots of websites over long periods of time, so you can go and look at what websites used to look like. So I've done this with CoinMarketCap, and the earliest I can go back to is May the 9th, 2013. And as you can see, it looks completely different to what we know today. Some of these coins aren't even around anymore. Top of the list, as always, Bitcoin, but with a mere market cap of $1.2 billion or a coin price of $111. Number 2 on the list, Litecoin, market cap $59 million or a coin price of $3.38. I mean, if we have a look at some of these lower ones here, I think the bottom one, IX coin, a market cap of $176,000. I think most of the top 15 now are billion-dollar coins. So it just gives you a glimpse at how far this space has come, how far this industry has grown. So hopefully in 5 years' time, we can go to this website and look at today and have the same kind of comparison. We can say, wow, do you remember when Bitcoin was only $8,000? Do you remember when Litecoin was only $70? So check this out. It's Wayback Machine. It's a really good fun site to look at. You can do it with any website. That's it for today, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Apologies for the poor sound and the dodgy green screen setup, but we're just getting this channel going now, and I'm going to improve these things over time. If there's any videos you want me to make in particular, please get in touch. And if you did enjoy the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon.